thanking God this morning because the nation's senior men's national basketball team, the Tigers, they have qualified for the 2021 FIBA Afro Basket Championship. They beat South Sudan 75-70 yesterday in their opening match of the second round of qualifiers in Monastir, Tunisia. So they've qualified for the 2021 Afro Basket Championship that will be coming up in Kigali, Rwanda. So we are celebrating that, and we are also praying for victory today for the Super Falcons. In about 28 minutes, they will be taking on South Sudan at the Turkish Women's Gold Cup. So good luck to the Super Falcons. Your darling Edo Queens were in action yesterday. Sadly, they've lost their first game of the season. Unfortunately, they lost to Bielsa Queens. That match ended 3-2, and we had the coach talking, and even the media officer said some things happened. Officiating maybe a bit questionable, but they said all the goals that were scored were good goals. They have no complaints about that. And we'll give you the details of everything that happened in the Champions League. We saw Lionel Messi lose with Barcelona on Tuesday, and last night it was Cristiano Ronaldo losing with Juventus. And also in the Australian Open, one match ended not very long ago, and we can tell you that Serena Williams will have to wait till another tournament to win her 24th Grand Slam, because she was beaten in straight sets by Naomi Osaka, somebody who has idolized her all her career. Good morning and welcome to Sports Fiesta. It is live on 2.7 KUFM Benin City. My name is Saliu Ibrahim, but they call me the Sports Abracadabra, because I bring magic to sports presentation and analysis. Egosa Agbekan, the sports maestro, is also on the show. Egosa, let's begin with basketball. The Tigers, Nigeria's senior men's national team, winning yesterday 75 points to 70 against a resilient South Sudan side. This match was played in Monastir. So they've got 2 more games to go. They will be playing against Mali and Rwanda. These matches are now mere formalities because the Tigers have now qualified for the Afrobasket Championship coming up in Kigali, Rwanda.
Congrats to them. That's what you get when you go into a game, with the mindset of winning, and also proving that being former champions, wasn't a fluke. So for me, I think they did well yesterday. They got their act right, and for the fact that they won all 4 quarters, showed that yes, they never gave the Sudanese any time to disturb or rather disrupt their plans. So for me, it was a good one. They've won in Africa before. They are doing fantastically well when it comes to Africa. Even in the world right now, we expect them to start also dominating. With somebody like Ikeji, who has been with the team for a very long time and is so experienced, and also a couple of players. We have so many players that in the next 2 years, even we'll be trying to switch allegiance to Nigeria, because so many of them, they've got Nigerian heritage, and they are doing very well right there in the NBA right now. We saw some of the drafts that were picked the last time, and we know how many Nigerians were picked, how many guys with Nigerian heritage. So fantastic one yesterday, winning 75 to 70, though it wasn't dominant display, but the fact that they were able to win all 4 quarters, and that was what mattered. The formalities, now the many matches with formalities, and other guys who have not been able to be part of the squad, or who Mike Brown would have wanted to see this time around, they could use the remaining 2 matches to look at them. And also, what I like about the Tigers, whether they are playing matches as formalities or whatever, or that winning mentality is always there. They always go into the court to get their tries and win games. So for me, I'm really happy that they are all injury free. They are all doing well for their clubs, and now they are ready to fly Nigeria's flag. And what they did yesterday was fantastic. So the remaining matches, yes, they could go without much pressure, because the deal has been done.
Nigeria won the first quarter 18 points to 9, and then by the time it was second half, after the second quarter, they were leading 38-30, and they kept their cool in their third round in the third quarter, and they were able to win that 57 points to 48. But Sudan fought back hard in the fourth quarter, and at one stage they trailed by just 1 point. But the Tigers, they held their nerves and they went on to win that game 75 points to 70. So as we said, they have already qualified, although they are still going to play the remaining 2 games. We know that they've also qualified for the Olympics, waiting to have their opponents. I think they just have one group opponent already confirmed at the moment. So Nigeria fast becoming a huge powerhouse in Africa, but it's a surprise that we've only won the AfroBasket Championship once. I think that was in was it 2015 that the Tigers won it.
Hopefully. Because the kind of the squad we are having now and the kind of people that are coming to the technical crew right now, I think with their experience, one will expect them to do great stuff. Mike Brown has done well with NBA clubs and franchises, and right now that's the reason why it's not around. But obviously, if he returns, he knows what to do, and more blood will be injected. I'm sure they're going to do well, even at the Olympics.
Okay, all right. Since we started with basketball, let's just look at what went down in the NBA. We had some games yesterday. Let's get the results.
Orlando Magic were in action, and they did their magic by beating New York Knicks 107 to 89 points.
The top performer was Terence Ross. He got 30 points, 6 rebounds, and 4 assists. But for New York Knicks, it was Julius Randle, 25 points, 7 rebounds, and 3 assists.
Atlanta Hawks were defeated the Boston Celtics 132 to 114 points.
Trae Young for Atlanta Hawks got 40 points, 3 rebounds, and 8 assists, while Jason Tatum, who's not related to Channing Tatum, the actor, he got 35 points, 6 rebounds, and 6 assists.
Houston Rockets played against the Philadelphia 76ers, but it was the 76ers that made victors 118 to 113 points.
Joel Embiid, the Cameroonian, got 31 points, 11 rebounds, and 9 assists, so almost a triple-double for him. He plays for Philadelphia 76ers. And for Houston Rockets, it was John Wall, who got 28 points, 3 rebounds, and 7 assists.
Denver Nuggets were beaten by Washington Wizards 130 to 128 points.
Nikola Jokic got 33.7 rebounds and 9 assists for Denver Nuggets, while Davis Bertans got 35 points, 3 rebounds, and 1 assist for Washington Wizards.
Indiana Pacers defeated Minnesota Timberwolves 134 to 128 points.
For Indiana Pacers, it was Domantas Sabonis who got 36 points, 17 rebounds, and 10 assists. So triple double for him, while Karl Anthony Towns got 30 points, 10 rebounds, and 1 assist.
Then we had the Detroit Pistons who took on Chicago Bulls. The Bulls were able to pull through 105 to 102 points.
Zach LaVine got 37.5 rebounds and 5 assists for Chicago Bulls, and Jeremy Grant scored 43 points, 2 rebounds, and he also had 1 block for the Detroit Pistons.
Portland Trail Blazers blazed past New Orleans Pelicans 126 to 124 points.
Portland Lillard for Portland scored 43 points, 4 rebounds, and 16 assists, while Zion Williamson of New Orleans Pelicans scored 36 points, had 6 rebounds, and 4 assists.
Memphis Grizzlies beat Oklahoma City Thunder 122 to 113 points.
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander for Oklahoma City Thunder scored 22 points, got 3 rebounds, and also 6 assists, while Jonas Valanciunas of Memphis scored 22 points, 12 rebounds, and 2 assists.
Miami Heat were beaten by Golden State Warriors. This guy, I don't know, this season they are really rebrand. They are reformed rather. They won 120 to 112.
Yeah, but the wins have not been that consistent. They win some, they lose some, so they've basically been blowing hot and cold. Their top performer for once wasn't Steph Curry, it was Kent Bazemore. He got 26 points, 8 rebounds, and 3 assists, while Bam Adebayo for Miami Heat scored 24 points, 5 rebounds, and 7 assists.
The best team at the moment, to me, Utah Jazz continued their winning run by beating LA Clippers 114 to 96 points.
They are really on fire. They've got, for them, it was Rudy Gobert who scored 23 points, 20 rebounds, and 1 assist, while Reggie Jackson of LA Clippers got 15 points, 5 rebounds, and 5 assists.
All right, we've got 3 matches for you at the early hours of tomorrow with Toronto Raptors traveling down to Milwaukee Bucks. Brooklyn Nets will be at Los Angeles Lakers. Then Miami Heat will be at Sacramento Kings. These are the matches.
Brooklyn Nets versus LA Lakers. That's a match to really look out for.
Because you've got a big 3 here, and you also I think AD is back because in their last game he wasn't at his best. He wasn't fit for the last game, but I just hope they're able to get him to assist LeBron James, because we're having James Harden, Kevin Durant, Kyrie Irving. Well, I don't know the three of them.
Kyrie Irving and LeBron James were teammates at Miami at Cleveland Cavaliers.
Yeah, so but I don't know. It's going to be a big match, honestly. Let's see where the pendulum will swing.
Okay, that's what we have in basketball. Let's go to tennis now, and we begin at the Australian Open. Naomi Osaka is through to the final. She beats her idol, somebody that she has watched for many years, somebody that she dreamed of growing up to be like. She beat her in straight sets. It's the second time that they are meeting at the Grand Slam. Remember, the first Grand Slam that Naomi Osaka won was the US Open a couple of years ago. She defeated Serena Williams in that final. There was some issues with the umpire, Ramos. Serena called him a thief and said several things about him and all that. But we didn't have such tantrums early hours of this morning. So Naomi Osaka won in straight set 6-3, 6-4. She is on a 20-match unbeaten streak, and she has never lost a Grand Slam. So the 3 times she's been to Grand Slam finals previously, she won them. That's why she has 3 Grand Slams. Now she is in the final of the Australian Open. You will say she's the favorite to go on to win this title. I predicted before that whoever wins this match will go on to win the championship.
I don't want to be too over reliant on what Naomi Osaka has done so far, to now say, okay, yes, I have to choose her to be the winner at the end of the day. Yes, if she wins, I'm going to be really happy, because for somebody to be on a 20-match winning streak, I think beating someone like Serena Williams in straight sets, and the only times they've met, she has won the encounters. So that was really an impressive one yesterday. She's in blistering form, 6-3. 6-4 beating Serena Williams. I think that was great. So Serena will have to wait, but this time around, will she be able to maintain what she has been doing, getting to Grand Slam finals and winning them? But with the form she is right now, except Jennifer Brady came up with something different, I don't see her stopping Osaka. It could be a straight set, because the Japanese will want to settle the scores early and take early showers, then go on celebration. So I wish them all the best. Whoever gets to win, it's going to be big ups to them. But honestly, the odds are really in favor of Naomi Osaka.
Naomi Osaka said she was a bit nervous when the match started, but later she just decided. Sorry?
After winning beating Serena before, winning 3 Grand Slams, she was a bit nervous. And
even Roger Federer, even Rafael Nadal, even Novak Djokovic, they get nervous. It happens. They get nervous. You think they are not humans. They get nervous during certain moments. So the same thing happened with Naomi Osaka, but she said later she just decided she eased into the game and come on, and you are playing Serena Williams. I don't care how out of form Serena Williams is, but even we know this competition she's been in very good form, and many predicted that she will go on to win it. So I wasn't surprised that Naomi was a bit nervous, but then later she went on to get her acts together, and she was able to win this encounter. So she will be playing against Jennifer Brady in the final. Brady knocked out somebody that had caused some massive upsets in this competition, Karolina Muchova. She won 6-4, 3-6, 6-4. So she needed 3 sets to beat Muchova. So that final on Saturday, it's going to be between Jennifer Brady and Naomi Osaka. That's what we have for the women. For the men, Novak Djokovic will be playing against Aslan Karatsev. So we'll wait to see what happens. We know already that another Russian has Dan Medvedev has done his bit. He's waiting for the winner of this encounter.
Yeah, well, it's going to be a tough one. Whoever gets to the finals, but I think Danny has done well, even if it crashes out at this point. But
no, you're talking about Aslan Karatsev. Karatsev that's playing Novak Djokovic.
He's a massive one. So even if this is his last bus stop, I think he has made his mark. He has done great, and for him to be a qualifier and get into the main event for the very first time.
Sorry, I've kind of just projected Daniil Medvedev into the final. He will be playing his semi-final against Stefanos Tsitsipas. So the winner of Karatsev Djokovic will take on the winner of Medvedev Tsitsipas. Yes, so Tsitsipas, who defeated Rafael Nadal in the quarterfinal, is going to play against Dani Medvedev, and the winner of Djokovic versus Karatsev will take on the winner of that encounter. So we may have an all-Russian final, and it could also be a Greek taking on a Serb in the final.
Yeah, it's possible, but right now, all things being equal, I think someone like Djokovic should be looking at the final, and I wouldn't be surprised if I see Djokovic and Naomi Osaka emerging men's and women's champions, but with their experience and with the form they are at the moment. But take nothing away from Karatsev, he has done some magic, and he could continue to, stun the world by beating world number one, the best tennis player at the moment, who is the best defender and the best returner of the ball. So even if he gets knocked out, maybe his street says, I think he has done his best, and getting into the main event for the first time and getting past the quarterfinals, now in the semi-finals. This is a dream come true for Karatsev. When the next rankings are made, I'm sure he's currently ranked, I think, 141 or 114, but he's going to be among the top 60 or 70. So for me, I think he has done massive stuff, and his compatriot, Daniil Medvedev, is already proud of him and the country as a whole. But the match that all eyes will be on will be Tsitsipas taking on Daniil Medvedev. These guys, they are too good when it comes to for backhands and forehands and all that, all the skills, chasing after every ball. But I can't predict where it will go, because the both of them are good. Any of them could be in the final.
But if you will say Roger Federer owns Wimbledon, well, he's not really dominated the diamond, but at least it's won more than any other person at Wimbledon. And if you say Rafael Nadal, without question, owns the French Open, he's won it 13 times. That's unbelievable. You've definitely got to say Novak Djokovic is the big gun when it comes to the Australian Open. He's won it more times than anybody. I think he's going for his 9th title at the Australian Open.
Yeah, this Serb is so experienced, and he knows how to go into big tournaments and get the job done. But this season, even with some of the stress he has been overcoming to get victories, over his opponents. Yes, right now he is, to me, the king of the king of Australia when it comes to the Grand Slam that is going on right now, because he has won it more times than the rest. But he has also won the French Open.
He's won the French Open once.
Just once, because that is not his favorite. So this is an opportunity for him.
It can't be when Nadal has won it 13 times. So even Roger Federer has only won it once. Almost every other player in this era, they've only won the French Open once, and on very rare occasions. I think the other person was Stan Wawrinka.
So for me, this could be another trophy going to the cabinet of Novak Djokovic. Let's see how things will go. It could be in 3 sets, it could be in 5 sets, it could be in 4 sets, and it could be other way around by saying Aslan Karatsev being in the final for the first time.
Okay, all right. We'll continue with the show after this break. Please stay tuned.
Good dentist, what be cavities, and how Colgate take they protect my teeth from cavities? Shey they use Comfort?
No dear, na hole for teeth they cause most tooth pains will be cavity. But if you use Colgate Maximum Cavity Protection, take brush every day. The confirmed formula could help keep natural calcium inside our teeth. We could protect them from tooth decay.
Time don't reach to upgrade to the world's chosen toothpaste Colgate, because Colgate locks calcium in.
Keep cavities out!
Now the Nigerian Dental Association, they recommend Colgate.
How
Honey?
Yes, dear.
I'm tired of the poor power situation. Every time I stock the fridge, I come back to spoiled food. I think it's about time we go solar.
How?
With Vertical Solar, we can have all our appliances and electronics powered by solar, and they allow us to pay small. We can pay installmentally with as low as 36,000 naira monthly, spread across 12 months.
Tell me more.
I know you like the idea of paying small. Vertical Solar range of products can power all household devices, including air conditioners and water pumps.
What are the benefits of solar power?
We are talking uninterrupted power supply, no monthly electricity bill, no more spending on generator, and no more generator noise.
I see. But how can I locate Vertical Solar?
Head now to 28 Country Home Metal Road off Ajib Junction, Sapele Road, Benin City, or Blossom Mall beside Stop to Shop stores, DBS Road, Asaba. Or you can call them on 0816 170 1105 or 0703 623 4843. You can also send them an email on info@verticalsolar.com.ng.
Vertical Solar, your lifetime power partners.
Welcome back to Sports Fiesta live on 92.7 KFM Benin City. Okay, let's talk football now, and we'll begin with the Nigerian Women Football League. Edo Queens were in action yesterday, and it was against Bayelsa Queens in Yenagoa. They did their best. I think it was back and forth. As at the time we left the studio in the evening, it was goalless, and later we heard that it was 1-1, and after that 2-2. But unfortunately for Edo Queens, they conceded a goal late on in that encounter, and I think it was in the 92nd minute that they conceded the third goal. So for Bayelsa Queens, it was Joy Jerry who scored first in the 19th minute. That made it 1-0. Then Elizabeth Zirike, who has been in very good form for Edo Queens, made it 1-1 in the 24th minute. Ruben Charity restored the lead for Bayelsa Queens in the 48th minute. That was when they came in for the second half, before Elizabeth Zerike again equalized in the 69th minute. This was when she converted a penalty, and unfortunately for Edo Queens, Ruben Charity got her brace in the 92nd minute, and that made it 3-2 for Bayelsa Queens. So that's what happened in that encounter. But the media officer is telling me that there were cases of hooliganism and all that, and he said he's going to say that even their team boss was almost burnt. That he's going to send me the videos. I'm waiting for those videos so that we'll know how to properly analyze this and then get the reaction of the Nigerian Women Football League. We've not had anything like this since the season started, and it is disturbing that we are getting this. But let's listen to the technical manager of the team, Rolandson Ode, speaking after they lost that game to Bayelsa Queens.
The referee was mistakenly out of context for her, you understand me, to lose her sense of reasoning, and that is exactly what played out here. But all the same, the 5 goals that was scored, as far as I'm concerned, they were all good goals. I congratulate Bayelsa Queens for carrying the day. We still go, it's a marathon. We'll move on next week and go ahead. All I can tell you, my team will be in the continent. That is it, yes.
Okay, so that was what he said, that he's sure that his team will be in the continent. That is, they will qualify for the CAF Champions League. But he complained about the officiating, and even the media officer said that the officiating was a bit questionable, and then afterwards there were, issues of hooliganism, and as I mentioned earlier, I said that team boss was almost burnt, and he will send me the video, so I'm waiting for that. But bottom line, Edo Queens lost 3-2 to Bayelsa Queens.
I think I have to give them credit for being able to score 2 goals, but the defense line was not start as it were, when they played their first 5 matches. But I think that could be also as a result of playing against the table toppers, in the league. And when you travel to play against the best team, the league leaders, sometimes you have to, get dig extra hard, to get what you want. But the fact that they are playing at home and they want to take that advantage, yes, as the manager said, the 5 goals, I said they were all good.
Yeah, he said so. Bielsa, at least we didn't hear that they gave them a questionable penalty. They didn't even have a penalty. He didn't say the goal was supposed to be offside and everything. He said the goals were good, but he had some questions about the officiating that he wasn't happy with.
Since the season started, we've not been having the managers complaining about referees or questioning their decisions and all that. But the fact that they complaining.
No, but remember that what's their name now? Ibom Angels. They were fined 1 million naira, and that was because one of their fans attacked a referee. So maybe they also had some questions about the officiating, and that's why there's no justification for a fan attacking a referee. No, you can complain. You can say this referee did this. We've seen it even in the best leagues in the world. Officials make mistakes. That's why they brought in VAR. That's why they brought in goal line technology. That's why we are bringing technology into officiating, and that's why you even have all these extra officials in UEFA matches and all of that. Is because we are trying to say, we know that there could be human errors in officiating, so you are trying to see how you can fine-tune the process and make it better. But unfortunately, we still have some of that. However, they lost, so that's the final result.
We just hope that they come back and react in a positive manner by winning maybe the next 2 games, so that there will be. I like the courage of the technical manager saying that they will be at the continent. Let them go with that spirit. Yeah, losing to Bielsa, it hurts, but they just have to come back and start a winning run, or rather an unbeaten run once again. But as I said, they tried scoring 2 goals. That shows that up front they were really good, but defensively they have to work on that.
So these are the full-time results of the matches, week 6 matches in the Nigerian Women Football League. Rivers Angels 2, Osun Babes 1. Cynthia Aku got the first goal, while Yemisi Samuel equalized for Osun Babes before Daniela Kalu made it 2-1 for Rivers Angels. Sunshine Queens beat Ibom Angels 1-0. Messi Idoko got the only goal of the game in the 21st minute. Dream Stars Ladies 1, Pelican Stars 0. Chinwendu Ufomba got the goal for Pelican. Sorry, did I say Dream Stars Ladies 1? No, it was Dream Stars Ladies 0, Pelican Stars 1. So Chinwendu Ufomba got the only goal of the game in the 22nd minute for Pelican Stars. Nasarawa Amazons beat Abia Angels 2-1. Margaret Ademulegun got the first goal for Abia Angels in the 16th minute before Anita Uchegu considered an own goal to make it 1-1 in the 46th minute. Then Ejalenibu Adejoke got the winning goal for Nasarawa Amazons in the 86th minute. Then FC Robo Queens beat Royal Angels 3-1. The goal scorers were Esther Oyenezide in the 30th minute, Esther Undubisi in the 38th minute, Eunice Godwin in the 55th minute, Taiwo Lawal in the 72nd minute. Confluence Queens and Delta Queens played out a goalless draw, and we told you that Bielsa Queens beat Edo Queens 3-2. Joy Jerry scored in the 19th minute. Elizabeth Zreke got the equalizer in the 24th minute. Ruben Charity puts Bielsa Queens back in front in the 48th minute. Elizabeth Zreke equalized again for Edo Queens in the 69th minute, and before Ruben Charity got the winning goal for them in the 92nd minute. So that's what happened in the Nigerian in the Nigerian Women Football League. So we look at the table now and see how the teams are standing at the moment. So we've got Bielsa Queens. They were leaders before, so because they won yesterday, they retained their position. After 6 matches, they've won 5 of them, so they are on 15 points. Yeah, second on the log is Rivers Angels. From their 6 matches, they've won 4 and drawn 2. They are on 14 points. FC Robo Queens have now leapfrogged Edo Queens into the third slot. They have won 4, drawn none, and lost 2. So they are on 12 points. Edo Queens remain on 11 points from their 6 matches. They've won 3, drawn 2, and lost 1. Sunshine Queens are 5th on the table. They've got 3 wins, so that means they have 9 points. And for Delta Queens, they are 6th on the table, and Sunshine Queens have 10 points. Delta Queens also on 10 points. Then for Oshun Babes, they have played 6 matches. They have 9 points, and they are 7th on the table. 8 is Confluence Queens. From their 6 matches, they've been able to garner 8 points. Then Royal Queens are 9th on the table. They have 7 points from the 6 matches that they have played. Abia Angels are 10th after 6 games. Yeah, all the teams have played 6 games. After 6 games, they have 6 points. Then we have in 11th position Nasarawa Amazons. They have 6 points from their 6 matches. 12th is Pelican Stars. They've got 5 points from their 6 games. And the 2 bottom sides, Ibom Angels are 13th on the table. They've got Ibom Angels, after their 6 matches, they have 4 points, while bottom is Dream Stars Ladies. After 6 matches, they have 3 points. Okay, so that is the situation. So from what we have here, how it is structured, it's only the winner of the league that will play in the CAF Champions League. So basically, Roland Sinode is saying we are going to win the league.
Yeah, it's possible. He has to be very confident, and given the fact that the state government has been supportive, and every stakeholders are trying to give their best, and the fans are even clamoring for matches, to come thick and fast in order for them to go to the stadium and give their support as well. So we should look forward to a brighter 2021 season for the women and also for the men. So let's see how they are going to respond. Like I said before, I know they are going to do their best to get their next job done easily by getting the basketball points. By the time they build up confidence, knowing full well that playing the continent at the end of the day is what their dream is all about, then they have to continue dreaming, and they have to continue pushing.
Okay, that's the situation. That's what happened in the Nigerian Women Football League yesterday. Okay, let's go to Europe now and look at what went down in the UEFA Champions League. Well, on Tuesday we saw Lionel Messi feature for Barcelona. They were beaten at home 4-1 by Paris Saint-Germain. Yesterday it was the turn of the other goats, Cristiano Ronaldo. He was in action with Juventus, and they took on FC Porto. Barcelona played at home, but Juventus, at least they traveled to Portugal, and that match ended 2-1 in favor of FC Porto.
It was a battle between former champions and FC Porto playing at home, and knowing the fact that if they fail to take advantage of their first game, traveling to Turin will not be easy for them, because they've got the best striker in the world right now in Cristiano Ronaldo. So even Ronaldo yesterday tried his best, but the Portuguese were really...
Who said Cristiano Ronaldo is the best striker in the world right now?
To me, the best player I wanted to see.
Best striker. It's not better than Robert Lewandowski. It's not even. Is it better than Erling Braut Haaland right now?
Player, because he's not a central striker, but he has done what many strikers.
The best player in the world right now is Robert Lewandowski.
Yeah,
going by the last FIFA award is Robert Lewandowski.
Yeah, but then I think I still rate Cristiano Ronaldo highly, and is the top dog when it comes to Juventus. But yesterday he was caged by the defenders of FC Porto. Remember, we have our own Nigerian Zaidu Sanusi, who was really instrumental yesterday, running down the flanks and trying to cover his tracks whenever he loses the ball. But all the same, it was good. They capitalized on the defensive error. I don't know why defender would make that kind of back pass without looking at your opponent, and you're making a back pass and making what we call forgot what we used to call it in local parlance. And the striker just capitalized on that and got the first goal. And the second goal, just a minute into the second half, Musa Marega of Mali also gets in there to put them ahead. Though Kesa reduced the deficit, which is good for them. A 1-0 at the Alliance Stadium in Turin will see Juventus through. So they still got that advantage after scoring that a week ago yesterday. But all the same, I expected them to do better, but their best was not good enough. Now, 2004 champions, we just 2-1 winners. So kudos to
Okay, a 1-0 victory for Juventus in the return leg will mean that they advance because they got the away goal. But if they fail to win, then Porto will be in the quarter final. The other match featured one of the hottest young prospects in world football right now. We saw Kylian Mbappe do his thing against Barcelona, scoring a hat-trick. Erling Braut Haaland scored a brace in their own match last night.
Great player he is, even if they've been doing very poorly in the domestic league. Their last 5 matches, they've nothing to write home about. But yesterday they put all the domestic goals aside and they just took on Sevilla. At halftime it was already 3-1, and having someone like Braut Haaland, having someone like Jadon Sancho, young players, who could go on to do great stuff. I think it's really an advantage. And Braut Haaland, to me, is the only player that has been able to match Lewandowski's record when it comes to Champions League. How many matches has he played? He has got 18 goals, in 14 Champions League matches. That's really remarkable for a young lad who joined from the Austrian side, Red Bull Salzburg. So for me, I think he's the man for the big occasion himself. And after the reign of Lionel Messi and Cristiano Ronaldo, I've seen Mbappe, Haaland and other players who could maybe 3 or 4 dominate. I don't know if they will be consistent like the two goals that we've seen so far, but these guys, they have large hearts and they want to do great stuff. Just put the ball in the right place for Braut Haaland and it gets the job done. Even the defenders could not even cope with his pace, just like Mbappe. Although you can't be young and not be a fast player, tearing defenders apart. But
not if you don't have speed. You don't have speed from when you are young. It's not like when you are young, you definitely have speed. There are many young players that are very slow. So pace is something that you are naturally blessed with. Okay, so for Erling Braut Haaland, good one for Dortmund. They won against Sevilla away from home. So for Braut Haaland, his 2 goals means that he has maintained a record of scoring against all the 8 teams he has faced in the Champions League. And he's also the 5th player in the competition history to score twice in 3 consecutive appearances, following Filippo Inzaghi, the one that the great Sir Alex Ferguson said was born offside. We've got Giovanni Elba, used to play for Bayern Munich, won the Champions League with them in 2001. Cristiano Ronaldo, he has actually done this 3 times, and Robert Lewandowski, the great striker of Bayern Munich. So he has also scored 10 goals in the competition in just 7 appearances for Borussia Dortmund. That's the quickest a player has ever reached that mark for a team. He broke Roy Mackay's record with Bayern Munich, which when he scored, he took 10 games in the 2003 and 2004 season. And so that is what we have. And speaking of records this season, the striker of Bayern Munich, Lewandowski, is the only one who can match Braut Haaland's Champions League tally of 18 goals since the start of last season. So it seems the era of Ronaldo and Messi is coming to an end, because all these records used to belong to them, but now we have other players who are doing it. All right, so that's what happened in the Champions League last night. But there were other games, and we had Nigerians doing great stuff. Nigerians scoring and generally helping their team. In the English Premier League, we had Fulham in action. And it was Ola, who scored. Their previous game, Josh Mada got the 2 goals. The first goal was made in Nigeria. I recall many years back when Ajax were in their heydays, when they were dominant in Europe and in the Dutch league. The commentator, there's one goal that was scored. I think it was Finidi Jod laying the ball for Kanu Nwankwo to score. Said that's a goal straight out of Africa. That's a goal straight out of Nigeria. I will look forward to those days. So these young players now these days are beginning to bring back those fantastic memories. So Olaino scored yesterday, but it wasn't enough because they were pegged back by Burnley. Burnley got the equalizer, and that match ended 1-1. Then for Manchester City, they will be champions. I'm still waiting to see the team that can stop them. They went away yesterday against Everton and won 3-1.
Convincing victory for them at the Goodison Park. The same Everton that we were able to draw 3-3 with Manchester United, and last time they were beaten 2-0 by Fulham, who are struggling. So I thought this time 2 matches at the Goodison Park and losing to Fulham, struggling side, and now the league leaders also. Yes, losing to Manchester City wasn't a problem, but if they had done better in their last game, it would have been better. Right now they are struggling, getting to top 4. It will be really tough. I want to see how the season will end, but for City, they are unstoppable at the moment. Honestly, having Mahrez, Foden, I think Silva putting the icing on the cake. I think these guys are just fantastic. I don't know how the other clubs will come and try to stop them, but I'll give it or take it. They are contenders. They are trying to win it for 3 times in 4
3 times under Pep Guardiola.
Yeah, in 4 years. So,
but of course, we know that this guy won it too. In fact, 2 other managers won it recently. Manuel Pellegrini did, and Roberto Mancini also won it.
So this season, it looks as if it's going Manchester City's way, except something has happened. But they are really in form, home and away. 12th straight win. Come on. That's great for them.
Okay, so they are top now, 10 points clear of their closest challengers. That's Manchester United, and their goal difference is 34. Manchester United is 19. Then we've got Leicester City in third. They are also on 46 points, same as Manchester United, but United have got better goal difference. Chelsea are fourth on the table. They've got 42 points, and with what Everton played yesterday, Chelsea can rest because they know Everton, even if they win their outstanding game, they've got just one outstanding game left now. They will not catch Chelsea. West Ham United are fifth. They've got 42 points too, but Chelsea have a superior goal difference. Liverpool are sixth. They've got 40 points from their 24 matches. So Liverpool can also rest easy now. Well, maybe not completely, because if Everton win their outstanding game, they'll go to 40 points, but the goal difference is nothing. They've got just 2, while Liverpool have got 13. So it's not, they cannot catch Liverpool, even if they are on the same number of points, except of course if they score ridiculous goals, like maybe they win 11-0 or 12-0. Everton are 7th, 37 points from their 23 matches. Then Aston Villa, this is a team that could potentially still overtake Liverpool. They've got 36 points and they've played 22 matches. So if they win their 2 outstanding games, they go to 42 points. Tottenham Hotspur are 9th on the table. They've got 36 points, while Arsenal are 10th. They've got 34 points. So that's what happened in the English Premier League last night. But there were some other games. We had a game in the Spanish La Liga.
Yeah, the league leaders went away to Levante. They were able to get a 1-0 draw in that game. So they are still topping the league. The league talking about Atletico Madrid. Yeah, they drew 1-1 with Levante.
There's also a game in the French Ligue 1.
Yeah, Marseille. I think
they won 3-2 over Nice.
Yeah, this is a match, a must-win game for them. I think winning that game was really, it has really it has given them self-relief. Talking about the manager AVB, who had issues at some point, but that was really good. At the stage velodrome, they beat Nice.
Okay, let's just quickly look at how Nigerians performed in Europe last night. Paul Onuachu, this guy can just not stop scoring. He was in action again and he got a goal in their match, that's for Genk, away to Ostende in the Belgian Jupiter League, but unfortunately it wasn't good enough. They lost that match 3-1. That was his 23rd goal in the league and his 24th goal in all competitions for Genk this season. That's really good. And then we also had for Genk Cyril Dessas. He was replaced in the 64th minutes. Onuachu opened scoring in the 10th minute from the penalty spot to give his side the lead, but they eventually lost that game. Then in the Spanish Segunda Division, we had Sadiq Umar. Yeah, he scored, but he was playing for Almeria. However, they lost to Leganes, who featured another Nigerian, Kenneth Omero. In fact, it was Kenneth Omero who got the late winner for
heartbreaking goal.
Yeah, who got the late winner for Leganes. So that's what the situation is. Sadiq's goal took his tally to 12th in the league and 14 in all competition this season for Almeria. So that's what we see. That's what happened in Spain. Then in the Saudi Arabian Pro League, Ojo Igalo, he didn't have the best of his full debut for Al Shabab. They lost 2-1 at home to Al Fateh FC. He scored on his debut. That's talking about Ojo Igalo, but he was taken off in the 63rd minute in this encounter. So that's what is happening with your Nigerian stars in Europe and elsewhere. Okay, let's talk about this young man who has done so well. Although recently he was the target of racist abuse, and many people have come out to condemn it. But we can tell you right now that Manchester United and England forward Marcus Rashford, he has been named in Time magazine's next 100 list as someone who is helping to shape the future, and this is in recognition of his campaign on child poverty. The list comprises athletes, entrepreneurs, political leaders, and so many others. Even in entertainment in Nigeria, one of our biggest pop stars at the moment, Davido, I think he made this list. So Marcus Rashford is 23. He appeared under the classification of advocates. 7-time Formula One world champion Lewis Hamilton, who was chosen by the American Weekly magazine to write the entry on Rashford, wrote this: by standing up for the most vulnerable in our society and using his platform and influence to create positive change, Marcus inspired countless others to join him on this mission and cemented his status as a role model. In a year that showed us the power of working together toward a common goal, he was a galvanizing force behind uniting people across the UK in the efforts to ensure no child goes hungry. His determination, resilience, and persistence have been truly inspiring. I cannot wait to see how he continues this inspirational work. And we know that Marcus Rashford made the Queen's NBE. He was made an MBE in the Queen's birthday honors. That's for his work in fighting child food poverty in the United Kingdom. And he was also recognized with a special award at the BBC Sports Personality of the Year awards. And this is the same person that some unscrupulous ones are racially abusing. So congratulations to Marcus Rashford for all his achievements. Okay, still related to Manchester United, let's tell you this one. Of course, we feared the worst when we had that he suffered a brain hemorrhage in 2018. We are talking about arguably the greatest manager in modern football, Sir Alex Ferguson. He said his biggest fear was that he was going to lose his memory after he suffered that brain hemorrhage. He was admitted and spent a couple of weeks in hospital before he was allowed to go home. And he made this admission before the release of a film, which is going to, I think they'll release that on the 27th of May. A new film, and the film is titled Sir Alex Ferguson Never Give In. In this film, which is directed by his son Jason, Alex Ferguson recounted his life stories on and off the pitch. It covers his playing days in Scotland. Yes, he once played football. In case you did not know, he played for Aberdeen, and then his trophy-laden management career with Aberdeen and Manchester United. So, quoting him now, "Losing my memories was my biggest fear when I suffered a brain hemorrhage in 2018. In the making of this film, I was able to revisit the most important moments of my life, good and bad. Having my son Jason direct this film has ensured an honest and intimate account." Alex Ferguson is 79 these days.
Yeah, I think when he had that hemorrhage, we all fear for the worst, but thank God for his life. He was able to come out, he was able to control it, and today he's still giving his advice to Manchester United. He's still doing his best. He has got grown-up children who are doing wonderfully well, wherever different endeavors. But I think making that film is also good. It's a way of care. They are keeping your memories and also looking back at what happened and the life and style of Alex Ferguson. He's an institution, and people look up to him to date, for so many decisions. So for me, I think it's good. Let's watch and see how the film when it's making it.
Okay, let's quickly, we don't do this often, but let's look at the Scottish Premiership. Yesterday, Celtic were in action, and I don't know. I think it's too little, too late. I don't think they can catch Rangers again. But they've suddenly found form. They are playing well now, and yesterday was their fifth consecutive win.
David Turnbull called that goal in the first half, and that was how it ended. But there's not little they could do right now. That's the reason. I think that's the reason why Rangers coach is even not happy with some of his players, because you look at what is happening right now. Celtic are coming back, though they've got so much points, to relax on, but you don't take your foot off the gas. Keep on winning until it gets to maybe 3-4 matches, to the end of the season when you are declared champions. That's when you relax a little. But let's see. But I think this is coming too late.
They beat Aberdeen 1-0 yesterday, while St Mirren and Hamilton Academical played out a 1-1 draw. That's what's happening in the Scottish Premiership. Rangers are top on 79 points after 29 matches, while Celtic have got 64 points from their 29 matches. So they've got some serious catching up to do, and with what's happening, it doesn't look like they can catch Rangers in the Scottish Premiership. Okay, today is the Europa League. We had the Champions League on Tuesday and Wednesday, so it's time for Thursday football. Let's give you the fixtures. Dynamo Kiev will be playing against Club Brugge, while FC Krasnodar will take on Dinamo Zagreb. This is in the round of 32. We've got Red Star Belgrade. They will play against AC Milan, while Olympiacos will battle PSV Eindhoven. Real Sociedad versus Manchester United, while Braga will host Roma. Slavia Prague will battle Leicester City, while Wolfsberger AC will play against Tottenham Hotspur. Young Boys versus Bayer Leverkusen, and Benfica will be hosting Arsenal. Granada versus Napoli. We hope Victor Osimhen does great here, while Lille will play against Ajax. Maccabi Tel Aviv versus Shakhtar Donetsk. Mulder will host Hoffenheim, and Royal Antwerp versus Rangers. Salzburg will be taking on Villarreal.
Chukwueze is back after he underwent surgery, and he's back. He's training right now. It could be the line for this game tonight. But the match between Slavia Prague and we've got two Nigerians there. Slavia Prague and Leicester City. Definitely Kelechi Iheanacho as well as Kayode Olarewaju for Slavia Prague. So let's see how tonight we go. But then I think teams like AC Milan should be looking forward to great stuff, and also AS Roma. But for Tottenham Hotspur, I don't know how Chelsea will respond tonight against the Austrian side Wolfsberger, who are also in the good form in the Austrian Bundesliga. But all the same, it's a different ball game. I wish Napoli all the best, and Osimhen just hope he just starts scoring once again. He has got 2 goals so far since joining the Naples this year.
Okay, let's see now. Okay, let's see if we can take some of your messages. Okay, this one says, good morning, my sports experts. Among the current coaches in EPL, who has won more trophies in their career and how many? What was the scoreline of yesterday's UEFA Champions League? Well, we've given you the results of the UEFA Champions League. The other question, coaches in the EPL, who has won more trophies in their career and how many? I think it will be Pep Guardiola and Jose Mourinho. I think Pep Guardiola has more. Yeah, but for if you are talking specifically about the Premier League, Pep Guardiola has 3. Pep Guardiola has 2. Jose Mourinho has 3. But it's looking like Pep Guardiola is going to win his third EPL title. But if it's all trophies you're talking about, I think Pep Guardiola has little more than Jose Mourinho. But they will be the 2 managers with the most trophies. But I will get the exact number for you. This one says, good morning guys, please Mr. Ibrahim, if Roger Federer has won the most Wimbledon, okay, Novak Djokovic Australian Open and Rafael Nadal the French Open, I want to ask who has won the most US Open. That will be Roger Federer. Among the current players, Roger Federer, he's got 5 US Open titles, and then I think if we look at the past, Pete Sampras, the great Pete Sampras, Pistol Pete, has got 5 US Open titles too. Then we've got Jimmy Connors. He also has 5 US Open titles. Okay, so these are the guys with the most US Open titles. And I think was this guy they used to call the bad boy of tennis, John McEnroe. Yeah, I think he's got 4 US Open titles. All right, guys, those are the messages. Time to blow the final whistle on this edition of the show.
It was good to score goals. I love the Champions League. When I saw Mbappe score a hat-trick yesterday, I got free motivation. So thanks to him, it was a nice evening. Borussia Dortmund striker Erling Braut Haaland reacting to his praise after helping his club to beat Sevilla 3-2 in the UEFA Champions League last 16th first leg last night. And that's the final whistle on Sports Fiesta this morning.
Okay, so Kylian Mbappe scored a hat-trick and Braut Haaland wanted to score his own. That's the kind of push Lionel Messi and Cristiano Ronaldo were giving themselves, during their career. So we hope that Mbappe and Haaland would do the same thing. And God help us if they ever play for the same team. Okay, guys, time for us to go. We'll see you at 4 p.m. on a fresh edition of Sports Fiesta. My name is Salih Ibrahim. I've been doing this with Ego Saegbekan. Stay tuned. KU News Update is at 9. Bye-bye.
Trying to get or receive information through all corners of the globe requires unprecedented internet service. At Wireless NG, we provide fast, reliable, and affordable unlimited broadband internet service to homes and businesses. Service is currently available across Lagos and Benin. Visit us today at Wireless NG 5 Ramaya, Ikenede Street off PZ Sapler Road, Benin City, or our marketing office, 70 Olowo Complex, Airport Road, Benin City, or call 0807-887-9960 or 0703-672-9147. Wireless NG, erasing internet boundaries.
For yourself, oh, this no be the one you go take only ear here, oh. You must take make your eyes see so that you self go enjoy wetin other people dey enjoy. Uyi Technica, the generator headquarter where they make everybody enjoy generators of all sizes and model for affordable price. Whether na the small one for barber shop or I been a big Perkins generator for factory and big building. Uyi Technica, the place for generators, spare parts, grinding machine, pepper mill and others. Mention the name and size of generator where you want. Bakam Uyi Technica get them for the kind of money where they your pocket. Bakam Uyi Technica get them. Come take your eyes see for the generator headquarters. Uyi Technica, 7981 and 83 Mission Road, Benin City, and all other Uyi Technical branches. Uyi Technica, affordable products for everybody jollification. From Benin City to the world.
This is 92.7 KUFM News Update.
Good morning and welcome to the KUFM News Update at 9. I am Charles Oporum. The Minister of Defense, Bashir Magashi, says Nigerians should not show weakness in the face of attacks from bandits. Major General Magashi's comment comes a few hours after armed men attacked Government Science College, Kagara, in Rafi local government area of Niger State, killing a student and abducting many others. Speaking with newsmen after the screening of service chiefs by the House of Representatives on Wednesday, Magashi, who does not support the calls for legalization to have civilians bear firearms in the country, however, noted that citizens need to show that they are not afraid of bandits. The Nigeria Governors Forum says it is against ethnic profiling of crime and criminality in the country. The NGF chairman, Governor Kayode Fayemi of Ekiti State, gave this indication when he briefed State House correspondents after an emergency meeting of the forum at the State House Banquet Hall. He cited the ethnic profiling of Jews in Germany, which led to the Second World War, and that of Tutsis, which led to the genocide experienced in Rwanda. The Senate has called on President Muhammadu Buhari to declare a state of emergency over escalating insecurity across the nation. It made the call following the kidnap of students and teachers of Government Science Secondary School, Kagara, Niger State, by gunmen on Wednesday morning. The lawmakers further called on the President Buhari-led administration to implement the various recommendations of the Senate on how to tackle insecurity. The federal government has approved the redeployment of 109 civil servants on directorate level, cutting across all ministries. The redeployment of the top government officials was contained in a circular on Wednesday. A breakdown of the 109 affected officials show that they include 102 administrative officers and 7 professional officers. In the case of the administrative officers, 31 directors, 42 deputy directors, and 29 assistant directors were affected. And finally, on the news update, the Nigerian National Petroleum Corporation (NNPC) says there is no plan to increase pump price. Group General Manager, Group Public Affairs Division, Dr. Kenny Obatiru, dismissed rumors about an imminent upward review of petrol prices. He said the NNPC has not increased its ex-depot price. According to him, NNPC has a stock of petrol that can last for over 40 days. He dispelled fears about scarcity of the product and urged the Department of Petroleum Resources to clamp down on the marketers hoarding petrol. And that's the KUFM News Update on the hour. I am Charles Oporum saying thanks for listening and good morning.
OneXBet don't land with big ogbonge odds and sharp cash out method. You will like sports. This now your big opportunity to make better money on top all your bets. We be bigger.